a good save by Foster.
Tammy Obi with a chance for Newcastle.
This is 5-a-side, but not necessarily as you know it. Here's the match rules for you. So, 7-minute halves on this medium-sized pitch, standard goals. That's kind of where the standardness stops, though. Okay, so yes, 14 minutes of football in total. However, it starts at 5 versus 5, unless a special card is played, and that can quite quickly change. We're going to talk you through those special cards shortly. We've got 7 players in each squad, which gives you 2 substitutes. That's easy maths. The captains, the legends, if you will, they're going to play both halves. They're the captain, they're the manager, they're all things to all men. And they're going to be very much front and centre of their team's performance. Now, we have 2 semi-finals and, of course, 1 final. Each game, crucially, ends with 3 American penalties per team. So whatever the score is at the end of the game, you now have the chance to extend that score by 3. And it could still be all to play for when you get into the American penalties. And here's the special rules, okay? These are the big ones, right? These are our Emirates rules for Emirates 5's. Flight path. This quite simply means if you score from your own half, that goal is worth double. So I expect to see lots of long-range strikes today. So that's flight path. Next up, we have priority boarding. Now, a team can bring on an extra player, one of their substitutes, for 1 minute, and 1 minute only, once per game. So that adds you, an extra player, makes you 6 aside if you like. But you can also do something called business class. Now, this is kind of the opposite. It means a team can force off the opposition's legend, it has to be their legend, off for 1 minute once per game. So it could be a 6 versus 4 dynamic for that minute if they use both cards at the same time. What are you making of those rules, Ben?
I'm not sure of the business class one. If I'm going to have to come off the pitch, I'm going to have to rely on somebody to get my gloves on ASAP
Have you got any decent keepers outside of you?
I don't think so. Look at them.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Should we learn a little bit about our teams? We're getting really close to kick-off now. This is the Manchester team. We know about Sean Wright-Phillips, of course. Harry Kane is a baller as well. He shares the name with the England captain. He must be good. And they've got a whole selection of players, obviously representing the North and Manchester today. Now, they are going up against the London boys. But first of all, let's see a little bit of a look at their legend, Sean Wright-Phillips. 43 years young, 217 appearances for Man City. He won the FA Cup twice. He has got previous, 2007 and 2011. And he's made 32 appearances in the Emirates FA Cup. That is Sean Wright-Phillips, of course. And here's the London team, led by Jermaine Defoe, a man who's represented multiple teams across the capital, of course, not just Tottenham, but also West Ham, Charlton in his younger years as well. Misha Jamali is a player I know very well, plays for my team, #United. He's actually our top goal scorer this year. And Darren Fox has also spent time with the Tags. Tyreek Hyde is a serious baller as well, by the way. Maybe known for his appearances on reality television, but let me tell you, he's a proper player. And here's the captain again, Jermaine Defoe, 42 years young, 467 appearances for London clubs. This, you cut him open, he bleeds London. 39 total appearances in the Emirates FA Cup, scoring 22 goals, and of course 57 caps for his country. Have you got a favourite from these two teams, Ben? Who do you think's got it?
I like the look of purples, I won't lie. They look lean, they look hungry, they look good to go. I know Tyreek's a good player. Jermaine still looks $1 million. Yeah. I noticed, though, that both teams, they've got the big boys at the back and the small ones up front. OK, well, we shall see how that plays out. We're very close to kick-off now. Here we go. We are underway. Of course, we've got Manchester in the green and London in the purple. And Harry Kane on the ball now. Oh, pressing straight away. Purple's on there, yeah, the little London team.
Ollie Martin, the goalkeeper for Manchester, with the ball at his feet early. How's his distribution as he plays it over to Jordan Stafford here for the Greens?
Goalie looks comfortable. He looks comfortable.
Oh, you say that?
And then he just passes one straight away. Sorry, mate.
Here's Misha Jamali. One thing I'd say about Misha and Darren is they're both very good on their left foot. Both very left-footed players. We'll see how that comes through. Jermaine Defoe dropping deep. You surprised to see him that deep, Ben?
Yeah, that's not his game. That's kind of like Harry Kane circa Euro last year, where just kept dropping too much.
Here we go!
Oh, what a save. What a save, by the way.
Early doors.
That was a thing of beauty. It's one of those that goes through, but you just still get a little bit of grip on it. Just stop it from going in the back of the net.
Yeah, Ollie Martin with the save there from the Tyreek Hyde
That'll do him the world of good as well, you know. Nice little early save, getting your hands on the ball, gives him nice confidence going forward. Yeah, we talked about Jermaine dropping deep. He is against his fellow captain here, Sean Wright-Phillips. But 5-a-side, everyone's got to do a bit of everything, haven't they? You've got to be all rounder. You've just got to muck in. I say, I'm pretty sure tomorrow morning, Jermaine, Sean, Big shoulder, going to have some sore hamstrings.
Yeah.
You've got to put a shift in.
We've got physios on the standby, I hope.
They'll earn their money today. They'll earn it today.
Here's Foxley into Jemile. He looks to pin his defender. Foxley picks it up here for London. It's weird that we don't often say for London in football, do we? There's not many teams with London in their name.
I just keep wanting to say purple and green is what I want to say.
Also, like, it's quite weird to think of London and Manchester having a colour as well, because obviously got so many teams.
They're trying to be neutral. Purple, it doesn't really suit too many London teams, does it? So they're trying to be very neutral.
Purple always tries to make me think of Harchester United. Remember back in the day, Dream Team?
Yeah.
But there is hang on. There is a meaning behind the kits, though. It's worth talking about, right? So every kit. Hang on, chance here.
He's in.
Oh,
good goal. Good goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a good.
If he's a good goalie, you know, he is. He's a good goalie. He's been on the scene for a long time. I see him doing all sorts of YouTube videos, making worldy saves all over the place. Yeah,
player for Beatty's squad. He's been a Soccer AM goalkeeper before as well. He gets about. But yes, going back to the kit. So each kit features a design which is linked not just to the city, but also to the destination city of that team. So every team is a destination city that obviously Emirates fly to. So for example, for London, it's Bali, and obviously for Manchester, it's Phuket in Thailand. So actually, when you get to see the kits up close, you'll see the design. They have landmarks from the city and the destination city.
See, that's up. We haven't seen any of this kind of stuff. They've got a nice little bit of detail in there, haven't they?
Oh yeah, they don't mess about. A chance here for Harry Kane.
Oh, go on, Eddie.
What a save!
Do you know what? We like to see goalies on top, don't we? We like to see the goal. Nobody likes to see loads of goals. They all like to see saves.
Well, we
haven't
seen a single goal yet. Surely that's going to change soon as Tariq Hyde finds Foxley for London.
I was expecting a lot of own half shots.
And there's not a lot of room, is there? Hello, another good save. There's not a lot of space to actually get those shots off.
If you press, as long as you press high, you're not getting a shot off.
Foxley and Defoe linking up. What a great thing it is for these ballers. Some of them very good semi-pro ballers, but getting to play with the likes of Defoe and Wright Phillips and yourself.
Lovely. Be plenty of pictures later.
Well, that stayed in just about. It's worth saying, by the way, me and Ben are definitely in the unsafe territory of getting a ball to the face.
Oh, 100%.
I'm counting on your quick reactions to save us.
Cool, it's been a while. Honestly, it's been a while, Spence. I haven't caught anything for a long, long time. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you need to today.
I know, we'll be all right. Once you get, like I say, once you get going, those competitive juices come back.
Misha looking to pin his man, Defoe. No, it's off the post. I think it's either the post or the right edge of the border there. There's another shot from Sean Wright Phillips. He's still got it.
I'm just trying to think, what size are these goals? I think they're 6 foot by 8 foot or 10 foot, maybe 8 foot wide, 6 foot tall.
That looks about right. I don't know how tall Ibby is. He's just a little bit shorter than the goal, though. So might be a bit taller than 6 foot. Misha, right foot, another good save. Keeper's still in the headlines right now.
Love it. There's things we love to see. I think if you look on Ibby's his Twitter or his dating profiles, it'd be 6 foot guaranteed. Is what he's
at least.
Down as.
What's happening here? We've got a little bit of a timeout here. Get substitution. Don't think any of the cards have been used yet. If you look on the halfway line, you'll actually see the priority boarding and business class sort of cards standing upright. So the captain of the team essentially has to go and grab one of them and activate it with the referee if they want to. And here's the big man here, Jean Belahuan for Manchester, trying to pin Defoe unsuccessfully.
I think, do you know what people don't understand is how strong professional footballers are. They look small, they look like there's not much to them, but their glutes, their bums, their hamstrings, so strong. Once they back in and they get their legs set, you're not getting around them or you're not getting past them.
Jermaine Defoe getting stuck in there defensively, trying to open the scoring.
They can break, they can break.
You know, talk about the fact that there's no outs on this, the ball constantly stays in play. That makes it a bit of a effort, doesn't it?
Well, your heart rate does never get a chance to come down. That's why I'm glad I'm in goal today, I won't lie. Ooh, first free kick. First foul, first free kick.
Foxley's given that one away for London. It's been won by Joe Bevan there for Manchester. It's probably a difficult one to shoot from. The wall has to be 5 yards away. All free kicks are direct today.
I tell you what, 5 yards puts him right on the edge of the goalie's area, doesn't it?
You talked about the pro players being built. Joe Bevan is absolutely built himself. Look at him. And it's a poor pass there. Oh, no.
He's got away with one there. He has got away with one there.
Interesting. OK. Another chance for Joe Bevan here.
I think you just shoot these. I do. I think you wind it up and shoot and hope for a little deflection.
Is there a little gap bottom left there if he can find it? There it is!
There you go.
I know my football, Ben. What can I say?
Go on. You've only called it. You've only called it.
First goal of the game goes to Manchester. 1-0 against London North is winning.
Whoa.
Oh, Foxley trying to get him back into there with a thunderbolt of a strike. Misha Jamaili strong, but unable to find a teammate. Foxley picks it up. Can he get London back in this here?
The tempo's just creeped up a little bit, hasn't it?
Goals change games, Ben.
They do indeed.
Jermaine Defoe! Oh, has that gone in?
No, it's a save.
If it's a save, it's a heck of a save.
Not having it. I'm not having a goal save.
That might have been one of them that bounces off the wheel.
It might have hit the wheel.
I think that might have gone in.
It might have gone in, hit the wheel at the back of it, and come back out again.
Jermaine was calling for it, and I think he might have been right, you know.
We got no VAR today.
Not in the Emirates 5's yet. Yeah, they're looking at it for the future. Chance here for Jean Bellahuan. And obviously you can play it off the corners as well, can't you?
I was just thinking that could be a real ploy for us when we get on the pitch.
Right, half time in the first ever half here, and 1-0 to Manchester versus London. I think there's a few more twists in the tale still to come though. Let's go back to the studio for some analysis.
A lot of saves, only one goal. Do we think there were two? Do you think Jermaine was robbed there?
I thought Jermaine, in typical fashion, scored. It looked like it went in, but it wasn't given by the ref, so I don't know. Maybe we needed VAR on that one.
I think we did. I think he might have got robbed. What's your review of that first half then in 3 words?
It was a little bit timid, I thought. It took them a while to get going, but I think it's going to get a bit more feisty in that second half.
Oh, it absolutely is. So let's get straight back to the action with Spencer on commentary.
Ben and I were just chatting through some of the action we saw in the first half here, but here it is for you guys to relive. Lots of good quality saves from the goalkeepers, and there was only the one goal in the end. Now, that was a lovely little 1-2 between Defoe and Jamaili there, but it's come off the side. Jermaine's just asking us right now, was it a goal? We think it was, Jermaine. We think it was. We'll see it on the highlights. Now, unfortunately, Jermaine, there's no VAR, so whatever happens, it's not going to count now, mate.
But he's an honest player, Jermaine Defoe, you know. If he's claiming for it, I'd give it him, you know.
Is this the chance here? No, that's not it. It was on Jermaine's left foot later in the half.
It's the big talking point of the first half, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, if London end up getting knocked out, it will be huge. This was the free kick. It ultimately led to the goal. And again, a little bit of luck for Manchester because they got to take it twice, didn't they?
I'll tell you what.
There it is. What strike.
Tell you what, Jermaine Defoe, hang your head in shame. See him turning his back into that one.
Yeah, it's not what the manager wants to see.
That's nearly a fight at half-time, that is, when a player does that.
Right, we're getting ready for the second half here. Don't forget, whatever happens at the final whistle, we will see 3 American-style penalties for each team, which can change the fate of the game. The score will continue into those penalties. So, for example, right now, if London were to score 3 and Manchester were only to score 1, London would win.
Oh, the break's on. 2v1.
Sean Wright-Phillips.
It's good.
He's still got it. He never lost it.
This is a turn-up for the Bucks. I did not have Green down winning this. I was thinking London going to run away with this one.
And they're running out of time here as it's 2-0 now to Manchester. The age-old rivalry and debate. Who would win?
That's all it's going to take, see? Jermaine Defoe calls that in the top corner. We're 2-2.
Very true. Yeah, if you just tuned in, goals from your half count double. We haven't seen many efforts, though, from range.
Purple can just...
Oh, that's lovely.
Now.
It's going to come over to the goal scorer of the first goal here, Joe Bevan. He's dispossessed, though.
Nope.
Now, he's picked that up. Is that legal tender? We were led to believe no pickups on the pass-backs, but London deserve a little bit of rub with the green after
do you know what?
game's gone.
Manchester now can just settle now. They haven't got to press, they haven't got to push. They know that London are just going to be pressing.
Yeah, Jordan Brown there. He's tried a little elastico. It's not worked out. Obviously, very experienced player himself, ex-West Ham.
We could be using something here.
Yeah,
they've gone for the double one.
They've doubled it.
Business class and priority boarding.
So if you don't know what that means that London are going to get a player from their bench to come on to go 6-a-side, and they're going to take off their legend, which is Sean Wright-Phillips. Now, obviously, in counteracting that, Manchester have played just one of their cards. They have played business class, which also takes a player off of London. So they're not actually going to be at 6. They're going to be down to 5.
The player.
Yes.
The main player, the superstar.
Yeah.
So Jermaine Defoe and Sean Wright-Phillips off the pitch now.
I do think... so when they lose the legend, I don't know if that means they actually lose a player, because right now they've still got 6 on. So do they lose a player, or do they just lose the legend? They can sub him off.
I think it's just a substitute.
I should say they've still got 6 then.
Yeah.
So it's still 6 versus 5 here.
Yeah.
But they have looked like they've used their second card now. So I think Manchester are saying now, we're pioneering some new rules here, guys, and there's a few teething problems maybe because London might have a man advantage incorrectly here, but let's see what happens. Misha Jamaili gets the shot off. Good save. We can actually speak to Sean Wright-Phillips now, who's with more pitch side.
Right, I'm here with Sean. You scored an absolute banger of a goal. I felt that.
My body didn't feel it, to be honest with you. But
You still got it.
he tried to read me, basically, with the pass I actually wanted to play. So the fact that I faked it kind of gave me that half a yard. I just aimed at working the goalkeeper.
And obviously, you're 2-0 up. Who's one to watch on the opposition side?
Well,
is there anyone who got a
to
tough...
be fair, he's come off because that's kind of what I told my team, is he can go either way, left or right. And when you think he isn't going to shoot, that's when he's at his scariest.
I'll chat to you after. We're going back to commentary.
Yeah, thanks, Morph. Manchester have just used their second Emirates rule card there, and the man has had to lead the pitch for London. You see the timers that were on the screen there previously. They were just kind of guiding you through what's been used and how it impacts the game. A chance to win it now, surely. Oh. Don't forget, even at 2-0 down, we've got the American penalties at the end. Anything can change.
Anything can change. I've got to say, Ollie Martin in goal for Manchester is on fire. He just took one right in the face. That is a goalie for you. That is a goalie willing to stand up. Go on, if it's going to hit me in the face, I don't care, as long as it don't go in the back of the net.
He's taken one for the team. He's taken one for the North, is what he's done.
See, that's the difference between strikers and goalies. So you see Jermaine Defoe, you don't want to get hit by the ball. Goalies, though, will take one in the face all day long, Spence.
So here you see priority boarding as 38 seconds left. This has been used by Manchester against London. So they lost a player. Oh, it's off the bar. Huge, huge moment. And the game is still very much alive, even with 3 minutes left here. London need to get a goal. I think they need at least one to take into the American penalties. Misha Jamali plays it off.
Big chance.
Oh, there it is.
Big goal.
And what a strike there. And it is Jordan Brown that scores it, ex-West Ham, of course.
With a toe bung as well, with a naughty toe bung.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Set up by Misha Jamali of #United.
Oh, this is game on now.
Very much so. 2.5 minutes of regulation time still left here. Can Manchester hold on? It's Ollie Martin, the goalkeeper for Manchester, plays it long towards Bevan, scorer of the opening goal of the game. The rebounds are plenty there. He's close. He's close.
It's good refereeing.
I agree. I think that's the right decision. Tyreek Hyde trying to get the ball here against Sean Wright-Phillips, who strikes one. So even a bad shot can result in something.
Yep. When you play off the boards at the back, I think that might be a tactic for us, is trying to play off the boards to get us up the pitch.
Misha Jamali there. Lays it back. Another long-range strike.
Ollie Martin.
Did he get a touch on that?
Of course he got a touch on that.
Tyreek Hyde, what can he do? You weren't wrong about the physicality, by the way, Ben.
Brilliant.
It's definitely...
once the game kicks off, it doesn't matter whether you're 14 or 40.
Yeah.
You want to win.
Jamali looking for the double. If that goes in, it was 2 points or 2 goals for his team.
Who does he think he is? He's playing against a goalie of the calibre of Ollie Martin. You're not going to put one in from there.
Defoe's just tried to lob him from about 4 yards out with a 5-a-side goal. I rate it. Can Jamali shoot from distance here? There's no gaps. You see the Greens, the Manchester guys, they know.
Yeah, they know. Get in the goal. Fill the goal, basically. That's going to be the defensive tactics. Fill the goal.
Can he get it on that left foot wand? It's well dispossessed, though. He gets another go. Gets it over to Jordan Brown, scorer of the only London goal so far. Tyreek Hyde. There's got to be a foul, and this is a big moment. 5 yards, the wall's got to be away, Ben.
We've got a minute left.
No disrespect to Sean, obviously, but that's a bit of a mismatch him against Tyreek Hyde here.
He's going to be in the edge of the goalkeeper's area here. Right, he's going to have to get right back here. I'm going to have to get 2 men in the wall here. After that first goal going in, that first free kick, I need 2 men in the wall.
And surely if they do, that opens up the opportunity for a pass. Defoe gets it laid to him. Really well closed down. That was legend on legend, that was.
Legend on legend. Look at this. Get it long.
Oh, well, he stayed in. Off the net. It's all legal. And we've got 30 seconds left of normal time here before the American-style penalties, which could still be crucial in this semi-final. No handball. Ref says play on. Defoe has a go. There was no gap, really. Hyde to Jamali here.
10 seconds left.
Got to be now.
Need
Jamali.
to get a shot off.
Oh, I think that was his moment, you know.
Out your feet, bang. Out your feet, bang.
It's got to be soon. 5 seconds on the clock. Defoe.
That'll do.
Well defended again. Ref's going to play on a little bit extra here. No, he's not.
That'll do.
It's final whistle, but it's not over. It's not over.
They haven't read the rules. They haven't read the rules.
Manchester celebrating like they've won, but actually, no. Each team have got 3 American-style penalties to come, and every goal adds on to the score. So we could very much still see a London win here, Ben.
Honestly, anything can happen. anything can happen. So the goalies still aren't allowed to come out the area.
Yeah.
The players aren't allowed to go into the area. Comes down to composure.
This is great for you, from the fact that you're playing next game. You get to see the best things that work, don't you?
Exactly that. Even just the gameplay in that first game. You just get to see Jermaine Defoe buzzing off the fact that he tried to lob a goalie in a six-a-side goal.
Imagine if it goes in. Right, it looks like Jermaine's going to be taking the first American penalty here as well. And it's so important that he scores for London.
The thing is, you can't get too close with these ones. You've got to run it. I'd say double the length of the goalkeeper's area. That's where you want to be getting your shot off from.
Yeah, and I guess the counteracting fact that the keeper can't come out of the box is probably there's no room to go around the keeper.
No,
You've got to get the shot off, haven't you?
So the goalie's going to want to come out probably to the 2-3 yard mark just to sort of narrow the angle a little bit. But the player don't want to get too close. They don't want to get too close to close it all off.
Was this something you ever did in training or anything in your career, these American-style penalties?
No, never.
Really?
Never.
Do you like them?
Oh, love them. Absolutely love them. You watch the old clips on YouTube of what they used to do back in the day in the USA.
Yeah, mad,
oh, it's brilliant.
OK, Defoe is up first, and he's up against an informed goalkeeper, Ollie Martin, who is potentially the standout player of that game.
Potentially? He was without doubt the standout man of the match. Save after save, took one in the face, brave as a button.
Here we go then.
Here we go.
Jermaine Defoe really needs to score this for London. Up against Martin. He does! And that's what Jermaine Defoe does. We can put your house on him.
That was so clinical.
Honestly, you can set your watch by that man when it comes to scoring. But there is a chance for Manchester to retake the lead here with Joe Bevan.
Very good.
Second time today he's put the ball in the back of the net. He can play.
The standard is very, very high.
So it's 1-1 penalties, which makes it 3-2 overall in the game.
It's a big goal.
Foxley.
If this goes in, it's a big goal.
For London, 100% from the American penalties so far. It's one of them. It's
no emotion either.
If a keeper saves it, it's like a real penalty shootout. If a keeper saves it, it's huge.
Because they're so close, you can't really react to it. You've got to try and pick a side and hope that you go the right way.
It's going to be Harry Kane next for Manchester. If he misses, it's all level going into the final penalty. Harry Kane, can he score? Keeper's come out of his line, and the ref's allowed it.
He's going to have to retake. It's a retake.
Oh, no. Is he said retake or not? I'm not sure that. I don't think he is. He's allowed it, Ben. We don't know what's going on, I'm not going to lie, but either way, it's all level. Misha scores this, then London are looking very good. But it's a huge save from Ollie Martin once again.
Ollie Martin, you are the man. Ivy up the other end, you are the man. Front-footed goalkeeping.
And look at this. Sean Wright-Phillips, captain of his team, saved the best till last. Score to win. And it has come down to this, the final American penalty. But it's an English taker. Sean Wright-Phillips is saved. There was a touch on it. And we're going to go sudden death now. We're going to reload it. Sudden death, because we are all level here. It is now sudden death penalties. Can London take the lead for the first time in this game? It's the man who scored their only goal of regulation time, Jordan Brown, ex-West Ham. Oh, it's a huge save!
Honestly, Ollie Martin, you're the boy.
He is an absolute beast in there. And for the second time, Manchester have a chance to secure a spot in the final. And it's going to be Jean Bellahuin that takes it. And scores it!
It's
and
good.
Manchester are through, and London are out of the Emirates 5's. And you have to say, Ben, Manchester have one man to thank, and his name is Ollie.
Do you know what? Even though Ollie was man of the match, I still think Manchester thoroughly deserved to win that one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there was a lot of shots either way, wasn't there? But he was active. He was active, and when they needed him, he turned up.
Even there, see that? He's taken one nearly right in the man parts, he has. Right in
that's the difference.
Parts.
Once you get over the Watford gap, the difference between the keepers is whether they'll take one in the parts. The Southerners don't like it as much. I say that as a Southerner.
Do you see what I mean, though, about the there's a sort of real technique to scoring those American penalties. You can't get too close. You can't get too close because it just closes it all up.
First game is anything to go by. This will be not short of drama, and you've got some fantastic players. Starting off with Birmingham, of course, Ben Foster's just gone from commentary to the pitch now. Dede Adebola is also an ex-pro as well, and we talk about some big athletes. He might be the biggest on display here. I would not want to man-mark him. We just saw Ewan Baggett there speaking as well. But let's have a look at Ben Foster, 42 years old, 266 appearances for Birmingham clubs, and 6 domestic trophies won, including the League Cup, of course, with Birmingham City, and 20 appearances in the Emirates FA Cup. So he obviously is the captain, the leader for Birmingham. And then we're looking at the Newcastle team. We've heard from him a few times today. Now it's time for his football to do the talking. Shola Amiobi leads out the boys from the north. Michael Nediwene as well, we just heard from there. Really interesting story. Was on the bench in the Champions League last year for Newcastle and had a Premier League appearance just last year. Shola Amiobi, 43 years old, 398 appearances for Newcastle. Definitely a Geordie legend. 79 goals for the club, 23 appearances in the FA Cup. So the stage is set for this matchup between Birmingham and Newcastle. I'm delighted to be joined by Jermaine Defoe in the commentary booth. Jermaine, what do you make of this one?
Yeah, it's a good game. You mentioned my man Shola,
yeah,
who was with England under 21s.
Of course.
You know, goal scorer. You know, how can it fit? Oh, that's a chance there.
There's
a chance there.
The big man there.
Yeah. Shola's obviously not messing about. I think he's the only one with shin pads on.
Oh, there it is. It's gone through the legs of Ben Foster.
He's still on his bike, and he needs to move those feet.
He won't want to see that one back, and it's 1-0 already to the Newcastle lads. And Amiobi on the ball again. That's another go, and that's more like it, Ben.
Well done, Shows. Hit the target.
The big lad for
this game started quite lively, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Joel Hughes is the target man. Number 3 is wearing for Birmingham. Interesting dynamic on the Birmingham team because they've got a lot of players from the same 11-a-side team, Earlswood Town, which is a step 6 side, non-league. They've got 4 players from Earlswood, so they're going to have some chemistry, aren't they, Jermaine?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what it's about, especially in when you play 5-a-sides and stuff like, you know, everyone's just sort of like run over the place and sort of like got to be in sync, to be fair.
And then keep an eye on the number 7 for Newcastle. He's the lad I was talking about. These days he's a creator playing step 5 football for Newcastle Blue Star, but it's former Newcastle United Champions League substitute, not appearance, didn't come off the bench I don't believe, but was on the squad, and he was got 1 appearance in the Premier League as well. And he's still only a young lad. Amiobi gets it to him now. The 2 ex-Newcastle players linking up. And Newcastle looking good, Jermaine.
Yeah, they're looking good. Shows is looking sharp. I don't believe him when he says he's not played for ages.
Ben Foster has then gone to pick that up. I don't think that would count as a pass back. I'm not sure it was deliberate there from Gary Walker. And there's a shot. Oh, and it's gone in.
Yeah,
that has crossed the line. And I have to say, start of this game is very different tale of goalkeeping from what we saw in the first match.
That was that Anton. I think Anton's there that
got the goal. Yeah, very much so. And it was Preston Leach, only under 19s Gateshead goalkeeper there that's let that one in. So 1-1. Ben Foster picking out a decent save there as well. Even when they're going wide, Jermaine, you've still got to make an effort to save them because they rebound.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, because it's the Ashura turf pitch and that changes the whole dynamic of the bouts, really.
Yeah, and this ball just never goes out, so it's an absolute stamina challenge. There's a shot. It's a good save, but it could end up in. That's unfortunate. I don't think you can count that as a howler from Foster there.
So that's what they say, always hit the target. You never know what can happen. Fozzie won't be happy with that, will he?
No shortage of goals in this one. Not even halfway through the first half. It's already been 3, and it's 2-1 to Newcastle.
They've had a good time, innit, last few months, Newcastle.
Yeah, very much
That's coming from someone that played for Sunderland.
Yeah, no, they have definitely hit a run of form here, as have their Emirates 5 team here. For the whole Newcastle region, we should say. It's obviously not Newcastle United team, it's a Newcastle region team. But we have got some Newcastle legends on that team, including this man, Shola Amiobi. That's a very clever little back heel. Oh, that's a beautiful goal. Dare I say, goal of the day so far. What's a 1-2 from Amiobi.
Cheers.
That was liquid, and he looked over to the commentary booth when he scored it as if to say, are you not entertained?
Shola rolling back the years, 1-2, and just caressed it in the corner. I've seen that so many times.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful goal there. And no one yet has scored the long ranger, you know, calling it flight path. A goal from your half counts double. That might be the sort of thing Birmingham need here to get back in this.
I think we need bigger goals for that, though.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, because what happens is they fill the middle of the pitch defensively, and there's just no space.
No, not at all.
Birmingham with their work cut out here. We could be looking at a Newcastle-Manchester final as things stand, but
Birmingham they've got time. We've still got time on that. They just stay calm, keep playing.
With the American penalties, you guys turned it around. You nearly had it to win.
We had a chance, yeah. I don't think Manchester were happy though. They won the game and that, and then they had to do the American penalties.
Oh, Ben's got to hold on to that, and he does in the end. These rebounds play havoc with you. Birmingham on the ball here with Anton, the man who scored their goal.
Anton looks really sharp, actually.
Yeah, they need to get in the ball.
I think he's the one, really, that he needs to try and get him on the ball, try and create something.
Gary Walker plays it to Tom Reynolds here. You've got to use the walls as well. We saw Shola use it fantastically in the build-up to that goal. It's a completely different dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
OK, so Newcastle now trying to get things moving here. Shola dropping deep, playing that target man role.
Scholes is just pulling strings, isn't he? Look.
Yeah, he can do anything, this man. Chance here. A good tackle there from Gary Walker for Birmingham. There's a shot. Great save.
Good save. What a save that is.
Can Newcastle punish Birmingham then for not taking their chances? That could have gone anywhere. It's actually left the pitch. First time the ball's left the pitch in a while.
Where's the referee?
Yellow ball, says the ref. Yellow ball, but from the side. Has to be taken as a kick-in.
Yeah,
It's essentially a throw-in. Have they got the legs here to get back into this one, Birmingham? Ben Foster's pass has been cut out by his counterpart, the legend for Newcastle, Amiobi.
Shoulders playing that little bit deeper role now.
It's almost like he knows he's done his attacking job.
Yeah, he's got his goal now. He's playing that sort of like deeper role, just pulling the strings.
Seeing the rebounds then play havoc once again with the goalkeeper. Really strong tackle.
They're having a good spell now.
But
this is what they're looking for.
It's 3-on-1. It's got to be a goal. Surely Shola.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that was close. That was very close from Ben. Could have been that's got to be a goal. And that is literally...
That's what happens. That's why you can't switch off.
It's a complete
Newcastle
turnaround.
switched off. Were disappointed with the referee's decision.
Was that a...
and then end up conceding.
Yeah, Shola's fuming. What do you think, Jermaine? Did Ben leave his box there?
Yeah, he was outside his box.
They needed it, didn't they? They needed a little bit of help. Could open up the game. 3-2 now. He's the big man here for Birmingham. Newcastle, though, on the ball. Good tackle there. He's made a couple of them so far, Gary Walker. Well, it goes back to Newcastle, Amiobi.
Yeah, Gary Walker's getting himself about, to be honest.
Oh, unlucky. Just wide. Here is that big man once again, Joel Hughes, unable to hold on to it. But it's another tackle from Gary Walker.
Yeah.
Now, I've got the honour today of choosing the player of the tournament, Jermaine. Who's impressed you so far from what we've seen? It's not Ben Foster. He's had 2 for his legs. That one won't count. But, Ben, you got to close them, son. Keep them closed, Benny boy. The ref saved him there.
I think he's breathing, isn't he? Fozzie boy.
He wants 2 on the wall here. Got to be 5 yards. Not sure that's 5 yards there.
They're just going to try and work it for a shot there.
Oh, it's that man we talked about there, Michael Nidaweni, former Newcastle United player, only last year, still very young. Yeah. Been doing well at step 5 as well, good goal scoring record this season.
Shola's long legs there, just read it there.
And that's the half-time
He used his experience there, didn't he, Shola?
And that's the thing, isn't it, about 5-a-side, you've got to be a bit of an all-rounder. You've got to be able to play everywhere.
Yeah, because 5-a-side's man for man, isn't it?
Yeah,
if someone runs off you, you have to follow your man.
And that's exactly what Amiobi's doing. He's getting up, he's getting down, he's setting up goals. He's absolutely not lost any of his talent. He's still all there, and Newcastle leading the way so far, but plenty of time for that to change. Thanks, guys. Yeah, very much looking forward to this second half. I did mention it earlier, but I've got to pick player of the tournament, right? And there's a massive prize for that. I don't know if you've heard, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Right. Every kit, as you know, every hub has a destination. It's somewhere that Emirates fly to, and they get to go there. They get 2 tickets to fly to that destination. So, for example...
What an incentive that is. Wow.
Newcastle's is Siem Reap in Cambodia. Birmingham's is Dubai. There is Dubai. Birmingham's is Dubai, but Bali, I hate to break it to you, it was London's. And you guys missed out on that one.
Nah.
Phuket is Manchester's, still available, of course. But, yeah, you get 2 tickets. If you're a player of the tournament... Hello. Oh, my word! What a goal! Did he mean it?
Wait, I'm just going to put my mic down. I'm clapping. Hold on.
Did he mean it? Connor Walker, if you meant it, that's
the tournament.
That's Zlatan-like. He heard us talking about it, Jermaine.
He should get, you know what, just for that finish there, that's Bali, Dubai, he's going everywhere.
Well, he wants to go to Siem Reap, particularly in Cambodia. Oh, Ben
I can't believe
Foster.
what I'm saying.
I don't know what to say.
There's some, I don't know, mate, there's some conspiracy going on there.
Benny, boy, we can already rule you out player of the tournament, that's for sure. Yeah, but you get those prizes are huge. Also, top goal scorer, 4 tickets to the Emirates FA Cup final as well.
That's brilliant.
Which is also amazing. I have to find out who's top of that goal scoring charts in a minute. But
that's why no one's passing, everyone's just shooting, isn't they?
Exactly. And you get the 2 goals if you shoot from your own half, if you score from your own half, of course, as our flight path rule allows. But Newcastle, 4-2 up now. Could be another one. I hate to say it. Crisp packet wrists from Ben Foster.
Yeah, Fozzie, he's
He says he's hurt his shoulder, to be fair. He might have.
I think he's done his shoulder, that's why.
Yeah, he's actually in some discomfort. I take that comment back. I don't mean it, Ben. I think he's got a serious shoulder issue here, Ben.
Yeah, he's not happy, is he?
Have they got a goalkeeper on backup? Obviously,
that's why you need a backup goalkeeper.
Well, this is the thing as well, that neither of the team have used any of their Emirates cards yet. You've still got priority boarding, which brings an extra player on for you, and business class, which takes the legend off. Now, I don't know what happens if Newcastle were to do that now, because the legend's going off anyway.
Yeah, be interested to see what they do now, to be honest.
Yeah, that's gutting to see, because obviously
hope that Foz is all right.
Yeah, we love having Fozzie here, and he's such a good lad. He was great on comms earlier, but he looks to be in some discomfort, so we hope you get better soon, Ben. Meanwhile, Newcastle looking to use the business class. I'm not sure what that would mean, though, because Ben's already off.
Yeah, what would that mean then if they...
Well, I don't know. I think they only get subbed off anyway, right? So it's essentially what they've done for the rest of the game. So I guess they don't use that card anymore. But here is Newcastle. They don't need it right now, although Birmingham could get back in it. Massive chance. Massive save from the young goalkeeper, Preston Leach.
I have to say, the goalkeeper for Manchester, what's his...
Unbelievable. Yeah, Ollie Martin.
I thought he was really good.
He was sensational.
The goals are small, but he actually makes the goal look tiny.
I think he might be front runner for player of the tournament so far. Oh, and we can actually hear from Ben Foster right now. He's had to leave the pitch, so let's see what he's saying.
Ben. I don't know if it's sweat or tears. Like, what's going on here?
I think it's a mixture of them both. Oh, no. Something's popped in my shoulder, and it's not nice, I tell you that now. I can feel like... I don't know what I can feel, but it's not nice.
Yeah, those last couple of minutes wasn't looking good for you.
We don't want to go out like this, do we? We don't want to go out like this. Oh, no. Yeah, they've had a shot, and the lads took a deflection, bounced over, and as I've landed down, so it's just gone, ooh, clickety-clack.
So you out now for the rest of the tournament, do you reckon?
That's why I think I mistouched that one that went in the back of the goal as well. I think I was so consumed with the pain in my right shoulder. Fair play to the Greens, they're really good. Sorry, the Oranges are really, really good. They're a fantastic team. Newcastle, fair dues to them. They've got some real quick, fit, energetic ballers that can get shots off really quick. Perfect for this style of football.
The Newcastle Manchester final, potentially.
I think it's going to be. Oh, God.
We're going to leave you to, like, relax and rest now. Back to the commentary.
Yes, he is indeed. The lad who scored the Connor Walker, and it's another goal there, by the way. It's another goal, and they're running away with it here, Newcastle. Got to save some energy for the final, lads, because I think you're going to get there. But, yeah, Connor Walker is the man that scored that little back heel
He looks
flip.
like watching him, he looks really sharp. Good feet.
The two best goals of the tournament for me have both been scored by Newcastle players, Shola Ameobi and then Connor Walker early in this second half. But you've got a feel for Birmingham, and you're playing without a recognised goalkeeper now. And it's going to be hard for them to get back in this game. 5 goals adrift. Even if they were to win the American penalties by 3-0, they'd still be a couple goals short at this stage.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to score 2
I think
goals.
For Newcastle, you know, you just got to try and just shoot, hit the target.
Yeah, very much so.
I think a proper goalkeeper in.
Birmingham need to score 2 without reply in regulation time to have any chance of making the final here. And it's going to be a hard ask, because Newcastle, that's got to be a foul. This could be their chance.
But I'm referee.
Big man's been fouled there, Joel Hughes, and there's a chance for Birmingham. Score this, and it's interesting.
Joel's proper target man, isn't he?
He really is. Now, that's not 5 yards. There we go. Step them out, ref. Keep coming, Walt. Oh, get it back. Get the ball back. There we go. Now, that's shootable now. I don't think you need to lay this off. I think you can find a corner. I mean, they did it against you in the first semi, didn't they?
Yeah, Sean did it.
Can they get a shot off here? Oh, he's giving it straight to Newcastle. It's a cheeky ball over the top for Connor Walker.
I thought Connor, I was just waiting for that to come down. I thought it was just going to unleash there.
Would you have banged down the volley?
Yeah.
It's got to, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's so inviting. As soon as it comes down, just got to hit it.
Newcastle looking very organised in this 5-a-side setup. You know what? That's a heck of a save for a man who's not a goalkeeper.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's, even though he's sort of like just inside the box, I think it was just on the line, just inside the box.
Yeah. 8-2 now, and at 8-2 be Birmingham.
Some goals in this game.
The big man's been dispossessed there. Carl Ross with the shoulder, and there's another shot wide on this occasion. Newcastle want to get double figures, Jermaine.
Yeah.
And they
ruthless, aren't they? Yeah, 100%. I mean, they played really well, to be fair.
30 seconds left to regulation time, but they've obviously got the 3 American penalties still to come.
Newcastle got a lot of energy.
Yeah, they look fit, don't they?
Yeah, they look fit.
Fitter than Manchester, do you think?
I think so.
Could be a great final.
Yeah, they look really fit.
I've got my work cut out picking player of the tournament here as well, because they get that flight to the destination of their their cities associated with. For Newcastle, that would be Siem Reap in Cambodia.
What a ball that would have been.
For Manchester, it's Phuket in
Great
Thailand.
strike.
Where would you rather go, Cambodia or Thailand?
Well, it's got to be Thailand, isn't it?
It's all over. Well, it's not actually. We've got the American penalties, but it is all over because even if Birmingham win the penalties 3-0, it would only make it 8-5.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing for pride here, Birmingham.
Yeah. Newcastle, what a performance that is. Organised, a lot of energy. They used their goalkeeper quite a lot. Goalkeeper's good with his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for the neutral. Entertaining.
Only a young lad as well, Preston Leach, the goalie for Newcastle.
Really good with his feet.
Gateshead FC's under-19s goalkeeper. And apart from the one mishap he had in the first half, very strong performance. Now, we'll see how he does the American penalties. And yeah, you have to say that performance was a bit more of a convincing victory than the game you played, and that was tighter.
That game was too tactical, wasn't it?
I did think your ball had gone in, but it was off the post, that shot.
I watched it back. And this game was a throwback game, wasn't it? Throwback games back in the day when it's just end-to-end stuff. Entertaining for the fans.
Yeah. It's a great format. Once you get your head around it, it's a great format because obviously there's a lot of rules you've got to adapt to, isn't there? So 3 goals up for grabs here for each team from our 3 American penalties. We know there won't be a sudden death situation at the end because the game is done in terms of Newcastle have booked their final spot. Can they get to double figures, though? They need to score 2 of their 3 to do so.
Just for pride, innit?
Very much so. And this is Michael Nediwini, who, of course...
He's really impressed me, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's a young man at the very beginning of his career. I think he's only 19. And he scored there. Actually, I think he's 21. I think 21. That's a goal for Newcastle. Makes it 9-2. And it's a reply from Birmingham.
There was no whistle.
Well, it seems to just be going here, pretty relentless. And they're getting it going straight away. The assistant referee is kicking it off. Good save there.
What a save that is.
Denying Birmingham another goal.
Went the wrong way, used his feet.
And here's the final one for Newcastle here. A great save. He's not even the keeper.
He's warmed up.
And there's another one for Birmingham. And it's all over there, the American penalties.
Anton Alexander.
I think it was 2 apiece of the American penalties there, which will make the final score 10-4 to Newcastle, who progressed to the final with a match-up against Manchester United. Not Manchester United, sorry, against Manchester. Jermaine, who do you fancy in that one?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I could be bitter and say because Manchester beat us, I want Newcastle to win. I think they're having a good time at the minute, ain't they, Newcastle? So, I don't know, I think Shola's got the team well organised. Like I said before, the goalkeeper impressed me. I think they've got a lot of energy.
Let's talk about the 2 legends matching up. Sean Wright-Phillips versus Amiobi. I know you know them both well. Who's looking like the more lively?
I think Sean would be more lively, but I think the Newcastle team, they seem really sharp.
Yeah, very much so. This is the final we wanted after those 2 performances, I think. And this Newcastle probably the most impressive team so far. But one big factor, I think, is the fact that they're pretty much going back-to-back. You know, Manchester have had a little bit of a break there. Now, this can go one of 2 ways. Sometimes the older players don't like the breaks. They can get a little bit stiff, seize up a little bit. For the younger players, I think that break could be quite useful. So Newcastle had to plough on through. We'll see if that impacts the game. But it's Newcastle versus Manchester. It's Shola Amiobi versus Sean Wright-Phillips. It is Emirates 5's. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing how our teams use those special rules once again. Priority boarding, business class. Will we see our first goal from their own half? Flight path, 2 goals if you can score from your own half. That could be a defining moment in the game if someone can pull it off. But there's not a lot of space, there's not a lot of room. It is difficult to get that strike in, but we've also probably got the 2 keepers of the tournament so far. Certainly Ollie Martin, who really stole the headlines in that first game, which was a much closer encounter than the second semi-final was. I've been joined by Ben Foster once again on comms, which I'm very happy to see. Not so happy to see you injured though, Ben.
Yeah, it's all right though, mate, isn't it? We're all having a nice time, regardless of the incredible pain coursing through my shoulder right now.
Yikes, yeah.
This orange team, Newcastle, they are incredible.
What do you think about the fact that they have to go back-to-back, though? Like, no break?
I think it will not faze them, it will not bother them. They won't even be thinking about it. Look at them all smiling. They're so fit, this team is.
Well, here we go then. Underway for the Emirates 5's final. It's going to be Newcastle or Manchester that win this one. And it is the young goalkeeper, Preston Leach, on the ball with Newcastle trying to get something going here in the middle.
I think even the Manchester team know the quality of this Newcastle boys. I think they know that they're going to dictate play, so they'll probably have most of the ball as well.
Talk about this goal. I know it was against you, but I don't know. Did he mean it? The flick that went over you?
I think he did, you know.
Conor Walker, it was outrageous.
I think he did. That was the one as well. The little.
That's the one that did your shoulder.
Yeah, that was the one when I landed down. Something went squealy pop, and that'll do from that moment on. But they're so sharp, so sharp, and the key to winning these kind of games and scoring goals is getting out your feet and getting shots off as fast as you possibly can.
Sean Wright-Phillips trying to create some space here. It's fallen with Newcastle, though. Carl Ross looks for a passing to their star boy, Michael Ndiweni. And here, Manchester back on the ball. With Wright-Phillips. Drops the shoulder. We've seen him do many times. Good save from Preston Leach. And here's Conor Walker. Hits the shot. Hits the side net. And which of the goals was better for you in that first half? The Amiobi 1-2 off the wall, or that Zlatan flick?
If he meant it, the Zlatan flick is world class. It was incredible.
We need to find out.
When the ball came to him, he didn't panic. It's half as if he knew what he was doing, just trying to get some kind of surface onto the ball.
Direct from the keeper as well, wasn't it? Keeper played straight to him.
Very good. But they're so sharp. Like I say, they get shots off so quickly, and when you're playing these games, because they're so close, you've got no time to react whatsoever.
Yeah, Manchester looking like when they get the ball, they're not having a lot of time to do much with it. It's a real press, yeah.
The energy of this Newcastle team, they're shutting them down so sharp.
This big man's going to be key for them, Jean Bellahuan, because he's kind of the target man, the focal point, the pivot, if you like.
He could be.
Well dealt with in the end. Oh, mistake though.
Oh, goalie's done well. He's rescued it.
And here he is, Michael Ndiweni. Good block there from Wright-Phillips doing the defensive work.
Have we got a prize today for MVP?
We do. It's a massive prize. It's a massive prize. The player of the tournament, it gets a, you know, every club has a, every region, if you like, has a destination associated with it, right? So Newcastle has Siem Reap in Cambodia, and Birmingham is Dubai. Birmingham are out, of course. So Manchester have Phuket in Thailand. If you're player of the tournament, you get 2 tickets to go to that destination.
Oh my goodness!
Courtesy of Emirates.
I say the early favourite for that is Michael Ndiweni.
You think so? More than Ollie Martin?
Ollie Martin's been fantastic as well. Listen, if it comes to the vote, I'm going for the goalie all day long, all right?
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, I think whoever wins this is going to play a huge part in who gets it. And we'll see what happens here. Manchester finding their way into this game now.
Yeah, I just think Newcastle are biding their time. I think they're just taking it easy. They know they've got the...
Oh, is that in? Is it crossed the line? No, ref says no. Ref is adamant that's not gone in. It's Conor Walker again, who's also in my thoughts for player of the tournament, this lad. But that all came from, I think it was a no-look pass attempt from the back there from Manchester. Unnecessarily risky.
Who's picking the MVP?
Me.
Oh,
I know, it's a huge responsibility.
You've got a job on your hands.
Well, the winner does get 2 tickets, so I'm thinking if they could take me... No, I'm joking.
Easy bribe, easy.
Here he is, Conor Walker. Denied by the crossbar on that strike. There's a long range, it was curling.
It was head into the top corner, just didn't have the pace.
You're not going to beat Ollie Martin.
No chance.
With a shot like that, needs more. And here we've got Jordan Stafford on the ball here for Manchester. That pass is much better this time, but Bevan can't hold on to it.
It's what Newcastle are good at. Sort of not really dedicating too much to defending, but as soon as it pops back off them, they spring forward so quickly.
Walker, once again, plays it over to Karos Lazindis. He stood out for me in that first game as well. Did that 1-2 of Amiobi to set up the goal. Not on the pitch right now, Amiobi, and that's not because of a card that's been used. I think it's a voluntary substitution,
He told me that he rolled his ankle after 2 minutes in the first game.
Before or after he scored that goal?
Oh, I think it was before.
That's a lovely goal.
Still got it. He's still got it. Still curling him in with the rolled ankle.
Impressive. Walker. Plays it across. Good hands. Seriously.
Did you see that?
Wow.
That is a thing of beauty. Clean as a whistle. Didn't panic. Kept his head behind it. Crisp hands.
Ollie Martin, he's having a heck of a tournament.
He's got a bit, Ollie, hasn't he?
He really does.
He has, he's got a bit.
Same pass again, that Jordan Stafford's been doing that a lot. It's not really been working out, to be honest. Even when he gets it to the players, they're quite quickly swamped. Newcastle, back on the ball here. Oh, Manchester, sorry. Harry Kane tries a 2-pointer.
Not on that left foot, not on that left foot, Harry.
Potential foul there from Harry, pulling his player back. Ref didn't have it. Walker. Here's a chance there to get a shot
have
off.
these played together before?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Certainly looks like
that's what I mean. The way they're moving, everybody almost knows what everybody else is going to do.
We've got Sean and Shola pitch side, and we're going to hear from them with Morph.
How are you feeling as the final? You're sweating. You've still got your shin pads going.
We're still in it.
We're hanging in for two old guys. Put it that way. We're putting it back there. Both teams are giving us a good test in terms of fitness, but saw Shola's team before, and I knew I had to do a bit more defensive duty than the game before.
You guys are doing a good job. You're not letting us counter-attack, which the other team were pressing high, and we could pick them off. So, and both keepers are playing really well today. So, in this final, so it's going to be a tight one. But listen, it's still got another half to go, so you never know.
Who's really impressed you on pitch so far?
You know what, to be fair, normally I isolate one, but I think the whole orange team, the whole of the team from Newcastle, they're very techie.
So quick.
With their feet, they're very good with their feet. My team's good in terms of organisation, but in terms of flair, they got like the flair, they want to move their feet, they want to do their tricks, express themselves a lot, which is really cool to see.
Wonderful, wonderful. Right, we're going to go back to commentary so you can catch your breath, and who knows who'll be celebrating in the final.
Well, it could be Newcastle because they've taken the lead here. Carl Ross with a strike, and it was a sweet strike, wasn't it?
Beautiful strike, clinical, first time. Just got to get your head down, make sure you get nice contact, and that's exactly what he got. Big up Ashington AFC, that's who Carl plays for.
Yeah, really impressive from the Geordie boys, but there is still plenty of time. Remember, 3 American penalties will be taken at the end of full time, whatever happens, and those goals count towards the final score. So, as long as there's less than 3 goals separating the two teams, anyone can win it.
This is where second half, especially fitness, is going to come into it. I know we're only playing 7-minute halves and we've only played 1 game so far, but it is so tiring.
That's why I'm impressed by Newcastle going back to back. Manchester trying to pick out that pass. It's the same issue again. He needs more help, Hammond. Every time he gets stuck, James Stafford, he's having to find that miracle pass. And there's the half-time whistle from the referee. Just 1 goal separates it. Newcastle in command of this Emirates 5's final. Manchester with a little bit of work to do at half-time to see if they can turn things around. Do you think they're capable of it, Ben?
It's going to be a big ask. They've been knocking there, Newcastle, haven't they? They've been knocking most of that match. And they probably thoroughly deserve to go in at least 1-0 up. So big ask on their hands for Manchester in the second half.
OK, let's see what Jermaine made of it. He's in the studio right now.
A very close first half, and then a cheeky Newcastle goal at the end. What have you made of this first half, Jermaine?
I thought it was quite a good game. I thought Manchester were sort of like really organised. Newcastle just full of energy. They've got a lot of legs, and I think is it Connor Walker? I think it is. Really good feet. He's impressed me, to be honest. They're organised. When they lose the ball, you see them. They're sort of like they're all in sync. Because 5-a-side is 5-a-side, but it's man for man basically. But you see them as soon as they lose the ball, they're sort of like picking up their man, and they're really organised in that. So, but it's a good first half so far.
Okay, here's some of the highlights up on the screen. The keeper again.
The keepers have done
he's
well.
been phenomenal, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been good. He's been really good. Good hands there. It's a small goal, but it makes it even smaller. Really impressed with him. That's a good finish.
That's a really good finish.
Really good finish, yeah.
It's going to be probably quite a cagey second half. Any predictions?
Shola's my mate. Shawnee's my mate. But I did fancy Newcastle, to be honest, because I thought in the first game, they're full of energy. And I mentioned before, like when they lose the ball, they're really organised, which makes it difficult because it's quite quick in there. It's a small area, so it's quite at times it can become quite frantic in there. But so you see there, as soon as they lose the ball, they just pick up and they get man for man straight away and make it difficult for you to score in that. And there's the man there, Shola, the captain. Experience. In the first game he got his goal, then he sort of like changed his position, he's sort of like at the back, sort of like just leading and dictating everything. So but, Manchester, if they can start quick now, get an early goal, then little man's back on, Shawnee. Little legs I like to call him, because he's probably the only person that I'm bigger than. So
all right then, that is your prediction, a Newcastle win. But let's see what happens in this final. Back to you guys on commentary.
Thanks, Abby. Right on cue. The second half is about to get underway. Here we go then. Newcastle straight back on the ball. They are relentless in this press. They operate so well. Amiobi back on the pitch. Hits one! Oh! He's got a foot like a traction engine, that man.
See, they don't even look like they've broken a sweat, Newcastle.
And is that with his rolled ankle, is it that as well?
That was with his rolled ankle.
Imagine what he could do if it was unrolled.
He's having a little moan up now, though. I tell you what, that is commitment to the cause.
It really is, isn't it? He's not running much, to be fair, but he doesn't need to. And like you said multiple times, he's still looking very trim, isn't he?
I gave him a little tap on the midriff when I saw him say hello, and it was like a box of bricks, honestly.
Yeah. Absolute athlete. And he's organising his team here. He's obviously captain, manager, legend, Geordie.
Come on, we need a brave wall here. We need everyone to just stand still, even if it hits you in the face.
He did score one in the first game, of course, Joe Bevan. But that one was denied. And here it is with Amiobi. If anyone can get one of these 2-pointers, it's probably him. From his own half. Great defending.
Really good defender.
Jordan Stafford, take a bow. And the back heel to boot. Oh, this is lovely football here. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
What a save from the young goalkeeper.
It's incredible.
Preston Leach. That is superb.
Goal of the tournament, that would have been. Goal of the tournament.
It would have had to be, wouldn't it? That was absolute team play there. And Manchester appealing for something here. I'm not sure what it was. I was too busy enjoying that goalie save. I mean, Obi tried the cheeky one. Right, Phillips throwing himself at it. You've got to give it to the legends here.
See what I mean? It means so much.
I mean, Obi, this is beautiful. Could be a goal here. Keeper could be in trouble.
Well done, Keeps.
Ollie Martin
Brilliant,
says no.
Ollie.
This game is just elevated at 5 or 10% in intensity now. Both teams really want this. Another good save from Preston Leach.
I tell you what, this has been a worthy final, by the way.
Oh, very much so. And it can still go either way here. We've still got the American penalties, which could be decisive. Ollie Martin there, flying at the ball. Amiobi, he's not moving much until the ball comes to him, and suddenly he's an absolute problem.
Mate. That's the best strikers, that is.
Good defensive work there once again from Kyros Lazindis, who's impressed me. But
no,
having it
in the area, it's disallowed.
It's not going to count. And they could counter here, Newcastle. Gets it across. Good save, Ollie Martin. Two goalkeepers really standing out once again. Every time you come on comms, Ben, the goalies just come alive. It's like they want to impress you.
It's good to, honestly, it's lovely to watch. Sean Wright-Phillips has been at the other end, by the way, for the last 30 seconds since that goal was disallowed. Fuming at the decision.
There was something before that as well that they were when he made the save, Preston Leach, the great save. There was something immediately after that they weren't happy with. We've also seen some cards used. Both teams have, it might even be 2 being used here. They've definitely used priority boarding, which means a team can bring an extra player on. It's going to get really packed on this pitch now, 6 aside. But I think business class has been used by Manchester, which means Shola Amiobi has to leave the pitch.
I'll be honest, Shola, you're a brilliant player, but with that rolled ankle, I think that's probably just gone and strengthened Newcastle.
Yeah, we shall see here.
Oh, goalie's got a bit, spraying it about now, confident.
So if you're eagle-eyed, you will notice that Manchester have a man advantage right now. It's 6 versus 5.
If they can get this back to all square before penalties, massive.
Well, they've only got 10 seconds left on it. And they haven't got the ball. Newcastle kept the ball with a man down. Good defending there. Hammond's been beaten though. Great feet. And now there's a chance here with the man advantage. Great save again. That camera's been knocked there. Chance here from distance. Chance.
It's a big goal.
And that's huge.
A big goal.
And Ollie Martin is probably, should he have saved it? If he is, it's the first mistake he's made.
I think they're so good at getting these shots off so quickly. You've got so little time to react to them that sometimes you get your hands on it, but it's just not quite enough.
Yeah, it's been sensational, Ollie Martin, but Newcastle very much in command now. Manchester with some work to do. 2.5 minutes left on the clock of this half, but the American penalties still to come.
We need a 20-yard absolute howler into the corner from Manchester here to even it up at 2-2.
That would be amazing, but it could be Newcastle with another one. That's the second time he's hit the bar today in this game, Connor Walker. He's really near the top of my thinking for player of the tournament at the moment, Connor Walker. I think Preston Leach had an excellent game for Newcastle.
Phenomenal
But
game.
he did make the mistake in the game against you guys, which might count him out for me. That sun's beaming down on us here. It's a beautiful day outside. Connor Walker, can he get another one?
Try what, you could take your pick out of any of those Newcastle lads for MVP.
True.
You really could.
Very much so. I'm under strict instructions not to choose a legend for it. If I could, Amiobi would be in the combo.
I'll tell you what, the last 90 seconds here are massive. Mate, that's incredible.
I think he's just stolen it.
Mate, that's incredible.
I think Conor Walker has just got himself 2 tickets to Cambodia with that goal, you know.
Well done. Take a bow. So what a goal to earn it as well.
Unless something else changed it. He scored a Zlatan-like lob back heel in the first game. He's just scored another one. He's hit the bar twice. What a player he is. He plays for Heaton Stannington FC. And he's fast becoming a Newcastle legend here. Manchester need to make something happen. He's still 2-on-1 defensively. He's got no help, the big man. It looks like they've got the extra player now.
We've got 45 seconds left, and if this is going to penalties, they need a miracle. They need to score all 3 and save all of Newcastle's.
Imagine the drama if they do. They've got 30 seconds. Can't afford to concede again here, else it's game over. Manchester get on this ball. And that is it. I think that's it, Ben.
That'll do.
That's 4-0, which means the penalties won't be enough. And as you said in the studio, Newcastle have just absolutely come out on top.
See, I don't feel so bad now for our 10-2 defeat to them.
Yeah, no, it's certainly putting it into perspective here. Some team, this Geordie team.
Well,
chance of Manchester here. It's still open.
What?
It could still happen.
I tell you what.
The upset is still on. Oh, has that goal been allowed? It has been, I think. 4-1 is the score. So if there's a complete 3-0 whitewash on the pens, then it will go to sudden death.
It keeps us alive. It keeps us alive is what it does.
You know what it does, Ben? It puts a massive job on Ollie Martin's shoulders.
Massive. Clean sheet. He needs a clean sheet. A hat-trick of penalty saves, please.
Wow, imagine the scenes if he does. And even if he does, he still needs his team to score them all.
Oh.
This is what the American penalty is all about, though. So it's 3 apiece. There's a 3-goal deficit. Newcastle 4-1 up against Manchester. Manchester have to score all 3. And if Newcastle score 1, it's over.
If we see a goal or a save, I'd like to think Newcastle will just dive all over each other.
So, we're just discussing strategy. Who's going to go first? Will it be Newcastle? Will it be Manchester? Surely you've got to let the Manchester boys go first, because if Newcastle just go and score, it's done. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like Newcastle might be going first.
Well, they picked the pace of it up, didn't they, in our game? It was very much sort of take one, the next person takes one. There's no hanging around, no waiting. So this could be over within the next 10 or 15 seconds once we get going.
Yeah, it was rapid. It was absolutely rapid. Taking a pen. Which order? Going first. I'm just speaking here to Michael Roweny. He's going first. And if he scores, they win.
Michael just said he's taking the first pen.
Yeah.
And he said to be top goal scorer as well. And in his words, MVP is what he said as well.
The thing is, if he's top goal scorer, he gets a different prize. He gets 4 tickets to the FA Cup final, Emirates FA Cup final. So,
mate, that's not bad either, to be perfectly honest with you.
But for me, it's Conor Walker, player of the tournament for me. I think he was just sensational. Some of the things he was pulling off, the quality of the goals. But yeah, you're right, any Newcastle player could have it.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Connor's been fantastic. Standout player today. Sharp.
I don't think he knows the news either. Someone hasn't told him yet. Because if he knows, he's got 2 tickets, compliments of Emirates, to, I believe it's Thailand, is it not? Oh. No, Cambodia. Oh. So this is a toss to find out who goes first in the penalty shootout between Shaun Wright-Phillips and Shola Amiobi. Let's see. Referee's just going to get this underway here. And it looks like... Is it Newcastle first? They're just deciding.
Wright's going first, I think.
I think that's better for the storyline. Manchester first. But they have to score, Ben. Preston Leach has had a very good final here. And they've got to beat him.
And
Joe Bevan's going to take it. He scored in the the semi-final.
Has to score.
Scored the first goal of the tournament, actually, Joe Bevan. He has to score this one against Preston Leach. He does!
It's a heck of a finish, isn't it?
Still open. It can still be done. The huge comeback is still on, but Michael Roweny is taking one for Newcastle. If he scores, it's over. Was on the bench in the Champions League last year, Ben. He's got a Premier League appearance to his name. And And he scored, and Newcastle have secured it. We're playing for pride now. They can't be beaten.
It was never in doubt. The way that he strolled up to that ball to strike it, nothing but confidence, nothing but net.
Manchester obviously have been fantastic, and they're just playing for pride now, but see if they can get the ball in the back of the net a couple more times. And this is Paul Needham here. It's a lovely finish from the man. He's a bit of a local hero. He's caretaker at Sandbach United. He does a lot of work. I was hearing him talk about the many, many roles he has at Sandbach, so good to see him get his goal there.
Some finish, by the way.
100%. Another chance here for Newcastle to extend their scoreline here.
Go on, Gilbert. Oh. Great save. There's
Ollie
my
Martin.
boy.
And I tell you, if Manchester had won it, I think he'd have got player of the tournament, but it's ended up being too much for them in the end.
Ollie loves it. Ollie loves it. He's got his GoPro in the goal. He just gives me a little wink anytime he makes a good save.
Oh, that's another one. It's 3 out of 3, to be fair, for Manchester.
Yeah, very good.
That was Jordan Stafford who put that one away. But it could be another goal here for Newcastle. And he is the man that I'm going to be giving player of the tournament to, Connor Walker. Don't make me regret that, Connor.
This is going to be the cherry on the top, this is. Dispatch this is the cherry on the top.
Connor Walker.
A good day's work this will be.
Connor. No. He's gone round the keeper. No. And that is why he is my Emirates 5's player of the tournament. Connor Walker scores. Newcastle win. Worthy winners, Ben Foster.
Worthy winners. They're incredible. Thoroughly deserved. Connor, liberties is what that penalty was. Absolute liberties, but brilliant, mate. Well done.
Yeah, he was sensational today, as was every single Newcastle player. Very impressive performance from them, from start to finish, back-to-back semi-final, straight into the final as well. And yeah, they are the champions. They are the champions. And Connor Walker has got himself 2 tickets to Siem Reap in Cambodia, which is amazing. We'll work out who the top goal scorer is. We think it might be Michael Nwene.
I think Michael. Well, Michael's very sure of it anyway.
Yeah, and that means he's got 4 tickets to the Emirates FA Cup final as well. So the Newcastle guys are leaving very happy, as well as, of course, the plate and the medals we're about to give out to them. Let's talk about Shola Ameobi.
What a captain.
What a man.
What a leader. 2 minutes into the very first game, rolls his ankle and just soldiers on through.
Yeah. The only thing we didn't see today was the flight path, 2-pointer. We never saw one.
Yeah, we didn't, did we? No, we didn't. I just think the pitch is just a little bit too tight. It's too hard to get the ball at your feet and get a shot off from there. It's too easy to shut it down.
Yeah, maybe if the goals were one size bigger, there might have been a chance. But yeah, I think you're right. But
cool, no, I couldn't. I was struggling in those goals as they were. Thanks very much.
You have no shoulders. I shouldn't joke. It's too soon. It's too soon. Well, we're going to see the Newcastle guys get their rewards here for their impressive performance. And a word on the keeper there as well, Preston Leach. Really good final with some strong saves.
Really good final, really under the radar as well. He's not one of those who's going to go shouting and screaming, but he just goes about his business, and he made 2 or 3 massive saves in that game there as well.
Yeah,
massive
very
saves.
Impressive from the youngster. Only under 19s goalkeeper at Gateshead, so bright future for the lad.
Really bright future.
Stick
Very,
that on
very
your
good.
football CV, Emirates 5's champions. But we are going to pass it over to Abby now, who's on pitch for the trophy presentation.
That is correct. I've been let loose. I'm out of the studio and I'm going to get in amongst it with the winning team, Newcastle. I mean, I've heard a lot from you. You absolute legend. You guided this team to victory. It's what you wanted to do. But how are you guys feeling?
No, absolutely buzzing. I think we're deserved winners.
Honestly, throughout the whole tournament, you were just on flames. Like right from the very beginning, was that always the plan?
Yeah, we just had to bring the energy. I think it showed we ran all over for each other and it paid off.
Had to get that journey out of our legs. It's not a short distance here. It's not a short distance here.
If we're coming down, we might as well win it. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. You've seen the shield that you're going to win. I mean, who's going to get to take that home?
Listen, these guys are the ones who...
These
guys need to pick.
Yeah, this is a very big rock, paper, scissors with lots of different layers. I'm glad I'm not deciding.
Brought the energy. Great players. Like you see the way they try to play, the passion they play with, and that's what we are. Newcastle boys. Yeah, we bring the passion, and that really helped us through today.
Did Newcastle proud, I reckon. Away the lads, am I right? All of you put in an absolute shift, but I'm going to go round and ask you all to pick your man of the match.
But listen, every single to a man was fantastic, but Michael, who scored all those goals for us in that first game, set the tempo for us, and then we just followed him. So for me, Michael, but just pipped. I think my guy at the back, only defender as well. Special shout, special shout out.
Yeah, defenders don't always get their plaudits.
Yeah, he was awesome as well. But I think goals win you games, and being a striker, I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah, exactly. I do get that. All right, who are you going for? You can pick yourself. Go on.
Connor, little magician in there, so help her create and score a lot as well. So him. Yeah.
Okay, who are you going for?
Got to go for my boy Michael, man. He showed us how to do it with all these finishes and that, and he took us through, you know, scoring all those goals for us. So it's a good guy to have on our team, definitely. So Michael, yeah.
All right, you're up next. Who are you going for?
I'm going to go Paul Ross. I thought this game in particular was massive defensively, but I think he also nicked in with the goal. So yeah.
There's so much love in this team. Not only winners, but so much love. Okay, who are you going for?
My man Connor. I think underrated is the word I would use to describe that. Like, he's not really flash, but he shows flashes in a bit, but he's always there, keeping the ball ticking, commanding the play, controlling the tempo. So I'm going to go for my man Connor. Thank you.
Two, right. Okay, you're up next.
I'd have to go for Connor here. Got my assist in the first game, so I'll take it.
Nice. Yeah, that was a nice goal to be fair.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay, come on, that was a great goal. Love that. Okay, last but not least, who are you going for?
I'm going to go with Michael. I think set the tempo of the first game. So yeah, Michael, I think.
Well, hang on, where does that take it to? That's split, isn't it? Split. God, this team's too good. Like I say, I'm glad I'm not making any of the decisions. But what we do know for sure is you are the winners of Emirates 5. I'm going to hand over to Morph now for the presentations. Well done, guys.
Right, first up, a big congratulations. Michael, we need you over here because you are the top goal scorer. Yeah, come on, bit of energy. Of the Emirates 5's tournament. You win 4 tickets to the Emirates FA Cup final. Are you hyped?
Yeah.
Any of these lot?
Might have to take a few of the boys, like, only if Newcastle win the final, but I think Palace City will still be a good game, so yeah.
Who are you going to support?
I don't like either of them, so...
It's a hate watch.
Yeah, we just beat City, so...
Manchester even.
I don't know, I might just go as a neutral. Neutral.
It's tactical. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And a signed ball as well.
Very much, thank you. Very nice, very nice.
And I'm passing it over to Spencer. You've had a lot of time to think about this.
I have, and everyone watching knows who I've chosen already because I've mentioned it quite a bit. But just to make it official, obviously, player of the tournament is going to get this lovely boarding pass for not just one, but 2 people to the city that their team was associated with. In Newcastle case, it was Siem Reap in Cambodia. And I've made the decision. And the player of the tournament today, I think I could have chosen any of the Newcastle players, to be honest, and they're all fantastic. I think also shout out to Ollie Martin for Manchester. I thought he was fantastic as well in goal. But I can't give him a flight, unfortunately. The flights are going to Connor Walker. Superb. If you'd like to pass him the tickets, please, ladies. Enjoy Cambodia. Very well done.
There we go. Well done, my friend. I mean, that is some flight. Enjoy that. We were debating it earlier, weren't we? Who's man of the match? But there you go. You absolutely went and done it. And it's the big moment, everybody. I need all the energy here in St George's Park because I want to invite the winners of Emirates 5 to lift that trophy. Come on, this is the moment you dreamed about since you first got here. Come on round, collect those medals, and then the big trophy lift. Proud moment, isn't it? Picking up a medal. You love to see this. Some amazing football on display. I feel like I want to go and check out these guys where they're playing and see what they do next. Because, yeah, some incredible football throughout the whole tournament. Morph, have you enjoyed it?
I was counting on them to win from the very start. When me and Shola were talking, I was like, yeah, that's my winner right there.
They did come out all guns blazing, didn't they? Really wanted to win it. The fitness levels was there, but the skill, they were well drilled. Yeah, it had everything. Okay, here it is then, that trophy lift moment. Oh, gorgeous scenes. Beautiful. So that is it, everybody, from Emirates 5. I'd like to thank all the teams and the players that have taken part today, led, of course, by our awesome legends. Ben Foster, Sean Wright-Phillips, Jermaine Defoe and Shola Amiobi. And a huge thank you as well to my dream team, Spencer Owens and more, for being masters on the mic today. And, of course, thank you so much to all of you watching at home and getting involved.